So, see, this person is sitting here to put a hand over. It's tough to summarize 15 years in 2 minutes, I would say. But there is something that I want to share with every one of you. And I somehow feel that everybody in this team, except barring a few of us, might be just about a year or less than a year old with the organization. Somehow we start losing our focus and get started, living in our cocoons. I somehow feel we need to break those cocoons and explore ourselves to find the new domains. We have become like frogs in those wells. I would highly urge each one of you to find your own new wells to explore, because life is more, there's more to it, be it in terms of relationships, be in terms of people, the values. And the other part which I somehow feel is that we guys take life very casually. There's one practice that I really want to share with everybody is last year I read a blog which was titled as 1000 Marvel Stories. Perhaps I might have told one or two with you. It was a very interesting blog about a US radio show where there was, people can connect into that, and it was I think in the 1970s or so. A young man called into that radio show just to have troubleshoot his life's problems. He was staying away from his family, and he was actually very connected to his parents. As is the culture in the US, you go out to have your education and you start earning. He was somebody who was vying for more materialism and glamour, obviously. So in this due course of exploring himself, he was distancing himself from his parents. So he shot a question to the radio jockey there, and there was another person on the call who was an old person who sees the call and who sees this opportunity to express his opinions. And he said, it's really a shame that though you are vying for fame and money that is luring you, but I somehow feel that it's prime time that you need to spend with your parents, you need to focus. And then he tells about his own story. The story was very beautiful. He says that I was about 55 years old when the realization struck me. An average US guy normally leads a life for about 77 years. So he said, I realized that I have just spent my life as a fluke, and there is no meaning at all to my life. So he said, I just did some basic mathematics, and I found in a year there are 52 weeks, probably another 10 or 20 odd years that I might survive, thinking the average lifespan for US people. And he went ahead and he said, I immediately went to a toy store to collect some marbles. The idea was to collect all the marbles basis the number of years, 20 into 52, which was round about 1,000. So it was more than 1,000, but he went from one store to another store to collect the number of marbles. He could collect only 1,000 marbles. And here goes the name of the title of the blog, which was 1,000 Marble. He collected them and he said beautifully, every Saturday I take one marble. When the morning dawns, I pick up my cup of coffee and I throw that marble out and just when I look at that one moment when I just flick across that marble and just throw it, I see my life just going like this. And that is a moment that gives me and makes me think, how did I spend my last 7 days? And there are only lesser numbers of marbles left with me in my kitty. So we are all oblivious of the fact that we all have handful of days left with us. We're just living our lives, very, very casually. It's high time we take charge of ourselves and be in good spirits, lead a more meaningful life. I think somehow we don't even know what are we vying for. So I want you guys to stand up for yourself, find your own meaning, your own purpose, and live for it. So last year I collected about 1,000, not 1,000, I collected only 600 marbles for myself, put it in a beautiful glass, a flower vase, and every week I used to take out that marble. So mom said, don't throw the marbles, they're costly. What I do is I pick it up from the vase, and they're colored marbles, beautiful. So I pick it up and store it in another place. But then every marble, as the week goes by, I'm counting. 13 weeks gone, 14 weeks gone, what did I do? 15 weeks gone, what did I do? And there were various parameters where I was trying to gauge myself on the personal front, on the professional front, on the spiritual front. As a person, where am I progressing? Is it a lag? Is it being stagnancy? Or am I progressing, taking small steps? And one more thing I want to add here is, though the speech is getting a little more longer, but whenever you take up any goals for yourself, never feel stumbled by the fact that you're not able to do anything. I think taking small baby steps is what is required. There will be days where you will get stuck with your daily routines. That is a point you need to remind yourself, can I just take out 1 minute for that activity that I planned? So if you were thinking about your physical regime, can I take out 2 minutes? Can I take out 3 minutes? Which is something viable. Instead of thinking 30 minutes, oh sorry, I don't have 30 minutes for that. So that's how you need to take charge of your lives. And I would be very, very happy if people would come up to me tomorrow. Maybe in next 2 years or 5 years we meet and you people have found your meaning. I found my meaning. I'm working towards it. I hope all of you as well find that meaning for yourself and start working. Thank you so much.